have going. It's been suggested, so what the fuck? We'll take a look at it. This is from the SHOT Show. It's Barrett's smart grenade launcher. So, you guys want to see this, okay? You guys have been wanting to see this. Barrett is apparently showcasing a smart grenade launcher at SHOT Show, which I don't know if it's still going on or not. But unfortunately, I don't think we're going to get a demonstration, but let's find out about it.
Hey everyone, James Reeves, TFBTV here at SHOT Show 2025, looking at the Squad Sport rifle system.
Okay.
Really excited for this to come to the consumer market in first quarter of 2025. Go down to your local gun store, pick this up. I've got Andy telling us about the Squad Sport rifle system. What is this?
Yeah, so I think it'll be a few years before you can buy it at Bass Pro Shop or something. But so this is for the U.S. Army. It's for a requirement they call the Precision Grenadier System, PGS. So it's a counter-defilade weapon. So people behind walls, in a building, and so this has a programmable airburst round. So there'll be an optic on top. It'll determine the distance. It'll program this round. The soldier can adjust where in flight he wants it.
Wait. So this is a very did we ever watch on stream the video that Nick put out about the X-52, I think it was? Nick, XM25, that's what it was, yes. Yeah, I can't remember if we watched that on stream or not, but this is basically the new iteration of the XM25, because this is what the XM25 did. Or is it 25 or 29? Whatever it is. I forget the nomenclature. Yeah, this is the newest iteration of it. They do mention it. Okay, yeah. So Barrett took that concept in it, and I'm guessing they're seeking to redefine it.
To detonate,
right,
and then it goes and kills the target. So there was a program called XM25.
Right, that was a while ago.
It was killed. It was 25 millimeter. It never quite had the lethality that the Army was looking for. It had some other issues, which I think they would have gotten through. But so this is a rethinking of that program. This will start as an official Army program in 2026.
Why do you think that this rifle, well, I'm calling it a rifle. I mean, what do I even refer to this counter-defilade system? Yeah. I hate a defilade, so I love to see a good counter-defilade system. What do I refer to this?
This is a launcher. Okay? However they want to technically classify it, this is a launcher. Okay? And I'm guessing they can hold what? 4 or 5 grenades in it, so it's about a 4 or 5 grenade mag. Could be nice. The troops loved it, but I think a big problem is very unwieldy, Alex. I think there were some issues, like it was very big and bulky. This obviously looks a hell of a lot more streamlined. I'm curious how they're going to wire in the optic for programming the grenade. That's the one thing I'd be curious about, because the optic's not built in. It's on a Picatinny rail system here. So how are they wiring that in to facilitate programming the grenades for detonation? You think it might be Bluetooth? If it's Bluetooth, that's bad.
The XM25 was killed because it was a war crime.
I can't see them using Bluetooth. I really can't. Yeah, plug on the side seems likely. Bluetooth would be so easily hackable, it's not even funny. So there's no way this would be Bluetooth. Yeah, cord with USB, that would make sense.
So this is a Precision Grenadiers program, but it is the rifle system, so there will be a soldier in the squad that this will be his weapon.
Frankly, why do you think this program might take off this time versus what happened with the XM25 program?
The big difference between this and the XM25 is this has a recoil management system in it, similar to like our 50 cal. So the barrel reciprocates. It has a damper here. You will be able to shoot this with the recoil of about an M4 rifle.
Oh, wow.
So
fucking what? This is a grenade launcher with the recoil level of an M4? Holy shit! He said that the recoil on this thing is the same level of recoil as an M4. Sweet! Well, okay. He's saying that the recoil that they've got, the recoil countermeasures they have built in. Hang on, I'll back it up so we can say it again. He talked about the countermeasures to the recoil in this.
The difference between this and the XM25 is this has a recoil management system in it, similar to like our 50 cal. So the barrel reciprocates. It has a damper here. You will be able to shoot this.
Okay, they cut it off. They cut off everything that goes into it. The one thing we heard is it has reciprocating barrel. It says it has a damper system, so maybe some kind of a buffer to dampen the recoil. Basically, so an M4 is the military version of an AR-15. For you wondering at what the recoil of an M4 is, it's basically the same recoil as an AR-15. Basically. And if this thing only kicks as much as an M4, that's like nothing. The recoil in an M4 is just nothing. Yeah.
With the recoil of about an M4 rifle.
Oh, wow.
So what you can do, unlike the XM25, is you can maintain on target as you're shooting this, right? It's not going to kick. Your optics will be able to hold it. And it's also quite a bit larger round. So that was a 25 millimeters, about half the size, half the lethality, actually a quarter of the lethality of this. So the ability to shoot a 30 millimeter versus 25, the ability for the soldier to not be knocked silly by the recoil of this. That's what's different about our design.
These are about roughly the same size as 45 ACP, right? 1911 guys. Look at these, the round, the smorgasbord of rounds that we have in front of us. Looks a little bit like what I leave out for the kids at Halloween every year. One of those bowls, just take one. What are we looking at? What are the differences?
One of those is an actual fucking bullet. I think this is an actual fucking bullet. I don't think this is a grenade. These are grenades. That's a round. That has gotta be a slug.
Between these two.
This is going to replace the 40 millimeter grenade launcher the soldiers have. So you need a suite of weapons. Then primary is the air burst. Of course, there's a training round that goes with it. Those are these two. This is what they call the close combat round. So this is basically a shotgun round. So since this
my sweet fuck. Imagine using this is a shotgun round. So imagine using one of these things like a shotgun. 30 millimeter buckshot. Shit. You are going to be able to do some serious room clearing with this fucking thing. This is a goddamn street sweeper at this point.
This will be the only weapon this particular squad member will carry. So you don't want to have them helpless if there's close in. So this will be, a shotgun round maybe good out to 50 meters. There's a counter UAS. So there's a requirement that if there's a small UAS that it can engage that. So we're working on one of those. There's smoke, there's marking rounds, things like that because you won't have your 40 millimeter grenades with you, you need to be able to do everything that it can.
What's the pointy one here?
Ember, this is still a war crime. If it is less than 40 millimeters, it is an exploding bullet, which has been illegal since 1886.
Yeah. I still love it, though. I don't care. This thing is still awesome.
Cool.
So, take armor-piercing high explosive.
Yeah, that one caught my eye, for obvious reasons.
Wait. What did he say?
Pretty cool.
So yeah, take armor-piercing high explosive.
Yeah, that one caught my eye. For obvious reasons.
Yeah.
So it's an armor. It's a slap. It's a high explosive slap round. Warhammer 40K fans, how much did you just cream yourself right now? What, Warhammer 40K fans, do I need to pause while you go change your underwear? I can pause the stream while you go change if you want. And Kiteford, thank you for the follow. It already happened on the Autonation? Oh. So I see what it is. This gets you guys hard. Not to animate Cacros. Should I just like change my model so I'm just like a giant bolter? Would that make me more sexy for you guys if I basically, instead of being an anime cat girl, I was just like a giant bolter? They're old news, Revan? Oh, okay. Y'all would be Atanachi, you would be.
I mean, it just looks nasty.
Yeah, but that's not the main requirement.
With the bolter?
They would like
okay.
that, but of course, the soldier's going to be carrying all these rounds. It's
Sure.
There'll be 5 in a magazine, 3 or 4 magazines, plus you can load individual rounds even with the magazine in there. So, he'll have a range of...
Why are you putting me in the cage? I'm not the one being horny right now. You guys are the ones that came in your pants because of a real-life bolter. A fishnet variant might help. I'll keep that in mind, Andrea. That's true, Tanashi. That is true. I just had something in my head that I was gonna say, and I forgot. Oh, yeah. Here's one thing to consider, though. This is a squad weapon. Can you imagine the weight of having to carry this along with the ammo? Think about like this the person in the squad that is assigned this weapon. They've got to have either multiple mags or multiple reloads of these 30 millimeters. Can you imagine the weight that person has to carry? That's one thing that would have me going, oh shit. Yeah. You think they'd have an ammo bearer, Doc? Maybe. It's still a lot of fucking weight. That's still a ton of fucking weight, honestly. That's the one thing that gives me pause. Because as much as we like to think this is a bolter, we're not Space Marines. We don't have the augmented physical strength to carry shit like this without issue.
Options to him, but most likely he'll
that's
decide before
fair,
he goes
Doc.
out on a mission which rounds he needs.
And this looks to me, by my untrained eye, to be roughly 30.
Wait. Listen to what you just said.
Options to him, but most likely he'll decide before he goes out on a mission which rounds he needs.
And this looks to me...
So before he goes out on a mission, he'll decide what rounds he needs. They're not making it sound like he'd have an ammo person. He would be sticking rounds in his, I don't know if he'll have LBV pouches or in his ruck or something. And yeah, this is not going to replace the Mark 19 because the Mark 19 is a vehicle mounted system. This is going to be replacing like the 203. That's what this is designed to replace. It's designed to replace the 203 in a big way because the person in the squad carrying it, this is their primary weapon. Oh yeah, give the entire setup to the Marines and say, you need to take this on a mission, figure something out, and the Marines will put together the most cutting-edge fucking shank-ass system for carrying spare rounds. Just give it to the Marines. They will figure it out.
by my untrained eye to be roughly 13 to 14 pounds. Is that right?
13 and a half pounds is the requirement.
See, I nailed it. No, actually, I just read it off the table. I'm not going to lie to you while you were talking, Andy. I'm sorry. Sorry to let you guys down. But that's, I mean, like 2 M4s, like carrying 2 M4s.
Yeah, and it's about half the weight of an XM25. So the XM25, I don't know if you remember that, had a great big optic on top.
No, it does not have a bayonet lug beats.
10 to 12 pounds.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay.
So, you know, it's there's a lot of work to do, right? This is a model, obviously. We're going to be firing our first prototypes this week. We have a program. We have a program called X-Tech. So we're teamed with a company, Mars Inc. Actually, they're downstairs if you want to go see them.
I may.
And they're the ones that have patented this recoil system, and so they're in a program called X-Tech, which is a kind of a reverse contract from the Army. So you don't get any money till you win the prize.
Right.
And so we have a shoot-off here in March, where with FN's our competitor on that, and hopefully we'll win that prize, and that'll propel us into this larger program.
Potential adoption this year or next year, or who knows?
This is 3 years away, I think, 3 or 4 years away. So there's a lot of work. As a typical Army program, I mean, there's a lot of work from the time you shoot it first till they're willing to put it in the hands of the soldier. But there'll be a engineering, manufacturing, development contract next year.
Oh, Doom Guy would love this thing.
As Andy said at the beginning, Bass Pro Shops 20. Now, Andy, thank you so much. Good luck. Good luck with the. I'll come by and.
I mean, it looks like it does have an underbarrel rail system on it. So if you could find some kind of an underbarrel rail mount for a bayonet, you could make it work.
I know the US military loves overspending, but isn't it easier and cheaper just to upgrade 40mm to be programmable?
Rather, the problem is the 203 is a single shot weapon. It's you fire one grenade, then you have to eject it and manually reload it. This is a fucking mag-fed grenade launcher. Plus the grenades are slightly smaller at 30mm. So you can carry more, but the big thing is it is a mag-fed grenade launcher. That's why, like, could they just do a programming system? Yes, but the addition that you'd be adding onto the M4 to do like the programming for like the 203. You'd be stacking so much shit on that M4. This is a weapon system specifically for grenade launchers. It is tooled specifically around that. And Dwayne, we're not talking about like doing that to the Mark 19 because the Mark 19 is a grenade machine gun. Okay, it's a grenade machine gun / mini artillery system. We're talking about the 203, which is a single shot. And don't forget, M4s already have optics on them. When you're starting to add in optics for the grenade launcher, you're putting too much shit on the M4. It's just becoming too much. This is a dedicated weapon system with an optic that will be specifically dedicated to the targeting the targeting of everything and so on and so forth. Wolfie, enough about the fucking war crime shit. Enough. It's already been explained. Get off of it.
Catch up next year and find out how it's going. Guys, make sure you catch up with everything going on at SHOT Show 2025. Make sure you're subscribed to TFBTV Show Time. Stay tuned. We're bringing you more.
I wonder if they're gonna broadcast that shoot-off. I want to see this thing in action. I would love to see this thing in action in practice. I think that would be so fucking cool. If any of you guys see a video about this thing in practice, put it in suggestions because we will fucking watch it. If they release a video showing it, put in a reacts, we will watch it.